Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am trusting everyone is having a wonderful morning. It is November. Let's see what date. It's November 22. It's a double two.
Why are you not aware of the date, Azard?
I just didn't want to get it wrong because this is recorded.
No, you can always fix it. Yeah. But it is the 22nd indeed. The time is going. My gosh, 8 more days.
I know.
And then we're totally into the Christmas month.
Yes. And the very busy month.
Yeah.
We call it Christmas. It's Christmas, it's Carnival, it's so many things.
Oh boy.
It's just a very busy month. Mm-hmm.
I realized yesterday Ace had a soft opening, and boy, oh boy, how do we find money when we never have money? Everybody was in there when I passed by.
I actually drove across the in the evening just before I went to the gym, and I saw the place open, and I'm like, wow, good, nice, it's good. I guess the timing is really good because they're gonna catch persons who are shopping for December.
Yeah.
Who's that? I didn't catch that.
Ace.
Yes.
Also, it's actually the real Ace.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, it's not a funny question. Because why? What you guys laughing at? Ace Hardware is a big thing. I just thought that was a very small facility there. If that's the real Ace, that seems like a very small facility.
They're starting small.
I guess.
As they progress, they're gonna, and as I said,
that's what I was thinking too.
The parking lot was full, and people were in there perusing, and
Yes,
as I just
also, you been in there?
No, I don't do stuff like that. I don't like shopping, so no.
And especially when there's a new store opening, and the Crave, so it's going to have a lot of buzz during that time, and so I like quiet times. So
not more than I. Big Deal opened recently on the Bayfront too, just in time for Christmas, and everybody was in there. And I'm like, people, we always cry, no money there.
She just
something open.
She just called it. She said Big Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Deal opened on the Bayfront. Boy, Jamster really don't shop. Yeah. Big Deal or Big Sale or
you don't want to see Jamster face behind you.
Big Sale.
Is Big Sale
over there?
No, over there.
Over here?
So there's something called.
I'm just joking with you guys.
wait, seriously. There's something called Big Deal and Big Sale. Big Sale.
But do you think it's Big Sale?
It's over there.
Oh yeah, it's after this.
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
Big Sale. Yeah, that's
right after.
Yeah. So actually, when I passed last evening, I actually passed whether it's Big Deal or Big Sale, because that's the one I saw. So I guess Ace is on the one where you have a TDC?
TDC, just,
Okay.
So it's right in TDC's face. Here I am. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. And there was the, what do you call that, Jaro that was over in that area too, innit? The electronics.
But isn't that close?
Yeah, it's close. I guess.
Was that Jaro? No, I think that was.
Well, if not Jaro,
I think Jaro was on the right hand side of the road, like the inner road.
But that wasn't part of a factory, the building.
Yeah,
I think it was a factory that now renovated.
Yeah, it used to be a factory. Just don't remember.
Tiles of some sort.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, what was is no longer there, and what we have now is, as you say, is Ace.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Kay was saying how she wasn't deserve people getting money, but do you know where you really see where do people get money? The VAT day.
Yes.
You're gonna see the car yards empty out. I don't understand. I don't know where these cars are. People eating these cars or something.
I guess people have been saving, and I guess too the opportunity, because if you could save purchasing, you could save on VAT in terms of purchasing vehicles, building supplies, and so you take that opportunity. For me, I say, unless it is that something big like that, I don't really gorge right in. Because I think you save big on, if it is that you're going up for like building supplies or you're going to buy a new vehicle, those sort of when the price is really high, and so the percentage off could really make a difference. But we do see a lot of people shopping during that time, and Christmas is often very busy. Streets are filled, cars, the traffic. You could just imagine getting into town and the town already is cram. Imagine every day like Friday during December, you know.
I never understand how the roads get so packed
On a
when
Friday?
Friday comes. Every other day it's normal. We can move freely, and on Friday it's like, what's wrong here?
Yeah.
Every Friday it's like the same thing.
And it's not as if persons don't work on Fridays, you know, because you when you look at it, on the weekday we work primarily from Monday to Friday, but you don't see the type of traffic on the other days as you do on Friday. It's almost as if, you know, don't we work on Fridays as well?
Yeah, yeah. I always wonder. Even in nightlife, like as a DJ, I always wondered. There's this odd thing in St. Kitts where, the club nights are always Friday, except for back in the day. But, you know, Friday is always the big club
I
night,
guess
the big
that's-
going out night.
I guess it's a
And then
celebration from
Saturday.
working hard.
Yeah, I guess. And then
What you said about Saturday?
and then Saturday's a lot quieter, so, and you always, you know, you never could forget. But that's probably the reason. That's probably the main reason you just gave.
Working off the week of work stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe people figure, oh, Saturday I'm just gonna chill out.
Yeah, because I already
Yeah.
exhausted myself on Friday.
Yeah. Netflix and chill or whatever.
Netflix and chill out chores day. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I like that one. That like that coin Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chores day indeed, boy.
Oh, Tuesday. Oh, yeah, I like
Not
that.
Tuesday, but chores day.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I know, like, we had traffic talk on Monday where we talked about, you know, wearing your helmets. We often have traffic talk. You know, it's every Monday.
Every Monday. Yeah.
And I saw this article on Loop News, and it says, in case you missed it, students killed in fiery accident and more. And we were just talking about on Monday, you know, but that was about motorbike and wearing your helmet and, you know, being cautious as you drive. And every traffic talk, we speak about persons being cautious. And this headline really placed my mind on, you know, traffic talk that we have. And it says, in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to miss out on important news stories. And it says, that's why we have compiled okay. Where's the article? Wait there. And let me see. I am there reading what's appeared to be an advertisement. Yes.
Go down to
Yes.
Jamaica.
I don't know why Loop News did that to me. A free advert there.
Yep.
That's why we compile all of these things. So Jamaica, students killed in fiery vehicular crash. It says police are investigating the deaths of 2 students following a fiery vehicular accident in Petersfield, Westmoreland, south of here on Tuesday. It says the authorities have identified the students as a 16-year-old Ajani Robinson and a 14-year-old Zakiel McIntyre. It says 2 police said that the students were traveling on a motorcycle when it crashed with a motor car which caught fire. The 2 students were rushed to the hospital where they died while undergoing treatment. Education and Youth Minister Honorable Williams, in a message on Twitter, expressed grief and shock at the unfortunate death of 2 students. And just Monday, we were talking here on Traffic Talk about, you know, motor vehicles, especially motorcycles.
No protection.
And no protection. Here, the article does not indicate whether or not they were wearing helmets.
Yes.
But in my mind, the death while on motorcycle, you know, a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old, it's really terrible.
Sad.
And you know, motorcycles, I think based on vehicle, the road, the act, I think, you know, you get your license at 18, but I think you are able to ride a motorbike or motorcycle at the age of 16. I think so.
Really?
Without a license,
I
though?
have to check that, but this was a 16-year-old driving. I don't know what the laws of Jamaica there, but I'll have to check that. But yeah, I'll have to really check that.
I'm never comfortable with motorbikes because you have no protection other than your helmet, and for those persons who wear the full gear. That's the only thing. You're open. In a car, you may stand a better chance somewhat, although you can be flung out of the car. But I don't know. Something about motorcycles. No protection, man. No protection.
Yeah.
I can't.
I remember when I was in high school, right? There was a girl that well, she was like maybe a class below me, but she used to move to and fro from Canada, right? And in North America you can drive at 16, so it always used to throw me for a loop when I'd see her driving going, man. Her office used to be right next to where I used to be, like on weekends, and her dad's office, and it was always so incongruous to see this 16-year-old driving, knowing that the average Kittian at 16 years old can't drive, so she had driving past an SUV, and I'm like, wow. The laws but then how it works is like if you have a license, an international license, it's valid here. So even if you're under the age of what we permit for driving, So she used to drive. Yeah, she used to drive to school sometimes.
So if a 16-year-old comes here with a license, a valid license, as we said, and they go to rent, is it legal for them to rent to a 16-year-old though?
That's a good question.
Boy, it's a valid license.
I'll have to look into that because on the face of it, our laws would have to provide for that.
Yeah.
Because American law stops where Kittian law begins. So I'll have to see what provisions in the law for that.
And
really? I always remember my friend of mine told me, well, okay. Maybe.
Yeah, our laws here would supersede whatever they have over there. So it would have to be that our laws permit them to do that. Yeah. So here, Jamson might like this article. When I read this, I actually thought about Jamster. He's like, he probably like this article.
I don't know what this is about.
ECCB, just the headline alone. I haven't read the content of the article yet. But it says ECCB approves replacement of Britain's Queen Elizabeth on EC currency.
Oh, I do like that.
Azard knows you very well, kind sir.
So this says, and now I'm reading the content. It says that the St. Kitts-based Eastern Caribbean Central Bank says its monetary council has approved the replacement of the Queen's image on the Eastern Caribbean currency. It says, quote, the proposed replacement is an emblem which depicts the flags of ECCB member states. The ECCB said in an advertisement saying, this image provides more holistic reflection of the ECCU. End of quote. The ECCB serves as the central bank for the islands of Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Kitts, Nevis, Montserrat, and Anguilla. The successor to the British West Indies dollar, it has existed since 1965. Okay, so you're saying it's the successor to the British West Indian dollar, West Indies dollar, and it has existed since 1965. Oh wow! So it's
so who are they gonna put on there?
Well,
I know
based on
they
the
gave
article,
a list.
Yeah, and I think previously they had mentioned considerations. Yeah. So, yeah, it says here the proposed replacement. It says the proposed replacement is an emblem which depicts the flags of the ECCB member countries.
Okay, that's not bad. So everybody gets a due on the monies.
Yeah.
I wonder how does the king feel though, y'all? He's
I
like,
don't think he cares really.
okay, just checking. Whatever Jamsa says, I'm gonna go with.
Nah.
Because
I mean,
to see that he's being like nobody like cares for him anymore. Everybody respected
his redoubt is being dismantled.
Oh boy, poor guy. May not have a kingdom soon.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean the Commonwealth, the growth of the Commonwealth has really picked up steam. I think during Queen Elizabeth II's her term, her reign.
Yes.
She would have experienced a lot of countries becoming independent, countries becoming republic, and more and more the Commonwealth. In fact, the Commonwealth, I think, was formed as a means of remembering that history.
Yes.
and observing that history while
No.
recognizing that these countries are now independent.
Independent,
No,
and she still wants
isn't it-
relations with
Yes.
them. Yeah, she doesn't want to lose it.
Isn't the Commonwealth a confederation of Stockholm syndrome sufferers? That's what I think it is.
I don't.
I mean, think about it.
Particularly agree. I think it's
your former kidnapper, land thief, resource thief, rapist.
He makes it
They
sound-
decide. Okay, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna stop raping you. It'll maybe give you back some of your land and some of your resources. But we'll continue to rape your resources over the decades, and then. But no, hey, how about we have a nice little social club, and all of us can hang out, and I'll be the patron. No,
I guess
isn't that Stockholm syndrome?
I guess that's your view on the matter. I mean, I think it's good to have.
I call the Commonwealth Triple S Stockholm Syndrome Sufferers Social Club.
You have coined this.
Yes.
So that's quadruple X.
Yeah.
Four.
Well, four. Yeah, four. Yeah.
Now you played into him.
Yeah.
So I think it's good for us to have diplomatic relations,
Yes.
outside of St. Kitts and Nevis, that we establish
How about we
diplomatic
get
relations.
undiplomatic
between
relations?
countries. I don't think we should have.
Meaning we have some really hard and uncomfortable conversations with them about reparations. So that would be undiplomatic relations.
Well, the conversation has been ongoing, hasn't it? We have Carla in here, who is the chairperson of the Reparations Committee for St. Kitts and Nevis, who, advocates for that on the behalf of the committee here in St. Kitts and the Caribbean. In fact, she had an interview not too long ago, which really gave some international coverage. So I think it's good for us to have that diplomatic relation outside of St. Kitts and Nevis,
I just I just look at it as I just find it to be a very weird organization, given what the patron who set up the organization, who set up the organization has done over the centuries. It's just very strange.
But what if
to
it's
me.
not the patron? Well, the current patron. What if it's not her? Because
him in this
because we
case.
want reparations from these folks that our kind encourage to get into slavery. Because before that, who stole us? Who sold us? So where are those folks to pay us reparations?
But we're not discussing that. We're discussing them. We're discussing the so-called royal family and their
Okay.
So
I just think that we need to hold those accountable as well and find their families as well and let them pay as well, because they started it. They should have never put us there.
That's a good point there.
Yeah.
In terms of those persons who actually, of our kind, who actively participated in the sale of
No. Let's not go down this road.
I think it's
No.
interesting
We are
thought.
talking about the so-called royal family. Don't come with the. I'm talking out the two sides of my mouth shtick right now. No.
Jamster,
I'm not having
we
it.
have to have a discussion.
I'm not
even
having
if
it.
then
I
you-
don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about what the Africans did. We are talking about taking the queen off the money.
Okay.
I don't want to hear
but
about.
wait,
I don't
wait.
want to hear about the Africans
Wow.
who supposedly did what they did.
What we had was a discussion about persons who actively participated and
Yeah,
sold.
but
So
I'm not talking
if we're
about
going
us.
to be
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
the
them.
act,
Yeah.
we must talk about the act.
It
No,
must be inclusive.
No.
That is
Azard,
Jamster's opinion,
Azard,
and I see
Azard.
Jamster's very uncomfortable with it. And
Azard,
I'm-
no.
and
Let's not do the pandering thing. No.
I'm not pandering.
You're pandering.
I'm looking at the
You're
act.
pandering. You're pandering to
And
the palm
those
colored
who would
people.
have, those who would have contributed to the act.
But we're not. We're just
I couldn't care
saying
less
that.
what they think.
Ooh.
They should. It's they should. Their discomfort is no issue for me.
No, Jamster.
This is the discomfort you need to think about. I keep telling people this. The discomfort you need to think about is being packed in the hold of a ship for weeks, coming across the Atlantic.
But
That-
Kortensia
there
means-
is
The
no-
discomfort started when you caught me and I couldn't be let go.
exactly. Good. Good.
And that's the people.
Good. That's the discomfort. So stop pandering to these people.
Jamster, Obviously, we have touched the nerve with Jamster.
At least they're taking her off our money. Thank God.
We will agree to disagree at this moment, and
we certainly will.
We will continue
at least
another conversation.
At least we're not gonna have the inbred dude on our money. That's good.
All I'm saying is that when we look at action, if we're saying the act is wrong, then regardless of the person, the color of the individual, the act itself is wrong. Then it goes across those lines that the act is wrong. We're not looking at to say that color.
What they did was right.
But we are looking at the act itself, Jamster.
Okay, let's hear what the callers say. Caller, go right ahead.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To everybody.
Yes.
But I more specifically want to say to Jamster. Now, a lot of slaves, a lot of black African were taken across the Sahara to many points in North Africa, you know.
Which I spoke about last week.
Even across to the east, they got a lot of these slave forts in Zanzibar. So maybe they went east too. But I want to say to you that when the Son of Man was on earth, after they crucified him, and when he was on the cross, he asked his Father to forgive them, you know. He said they ain't know what they do. So he asked his Father to forgive him. So if a man do you wrong, you could forgive him, because forgiveness is accepted by Christ, our Creator. So I want you to look at that. No one country could stand alone. They normally say no man is an island. No one country in this world could stand alone. That's the point where we are at this moment.
Okay.
So you see, we got to go over there, go beg money in a group. Now we become nation. We are small. We ain't able to carry the load, you know. So we can find all kind of ways to try to get money. Reparation. Kenya, Kenya, whichever one you want to call it. They were giving some kind of money for atrocities made on the Mau people under Jomo Kenyatta when they were trying to risk the continuation of colonialism. The British government did that some time ago. They're not very long ago. But America ain't going to ask Britain for reparation, because a lot of slaves were brought out to the United States from Africa too. And that, remember, even the United States was a colony until they fought for independence. But it's a long story. But I just want to enlighten Mr. Jamster.
Okay. So, trust me, I think I'm pretty enlightened on this topic. And I spoke about the culpability of the Arabs last week. I mentioned it, that they should be in the conversation. And people are now putting them as, you know.
We have another caller?
them. No, not at the moment.
Okay, then.
But I just want to tell the caller, one of my favorite rappers, Rick Ross, he has an album called God Forgive, I Don't. I'll leave it there.
I'm gonna leave it there as well. But I think that
meaning I'm saying I'm not ready to forgive. They need to pay up, and there needs to be some kind of penance shown, penance and regret shown, expressed and shown. I mean, with that very same thing we were talking about, some money.
Yeah. So
we have a call.
Hello.
Hey, good day.
8:30. Go ahead.
Good morning, Jamster. Good
Hi,
morning.
good morning, Journey. Before you go on, right,
to
we have another article that we want to touch. So, Journey, in about 3 minutes, if you could make your point, 3 minutes, because we want to go on to another thing as well after this.
Jamster.
Hey.
I'm happy you told that caller that you're very much enlightened. You know, Jamster, the thing is, right, we have to understand who we are dealing with. Now, they told us that 666 is the mark of the beast. We're dealing with a beast, Jamster. I'm talking to you, Jamster. Azard want to rush me off. I'm talking to you.
And 3 minutes is pretty long.
We're dealing with a beast, right? And a beast that's not going to acknowledge that they have wronged a people. Because to acknowledge is a sign of guilt. Yes, we acknowledge that. I mean, let us look at what the king said in, I think was in Kenya. The wrong should not have happened, but he did not apologize. We have the president of Germany was in Tanzania, and his words were, he apologized deeply, and he's going back to Germany to let the people know that the wrong that was committed to people, the atrocities. But while we have the monarch and they're re-echoing their sentiments, the king words, I need to look deep within myself now to understand the error. But the wrong that was committed should not have committed. But the word, he failed to apologize. Well, apology is not even, we can't even take their word anymore. So I'm saying, guys, and I'm going to give Azard less than 3 minutes.
I mean, for real though, you thought just saying I'm sorry would kill him?
Jamster, and we...
The balls on this guy.
Jamster, let's give me a second.
It's a lot easier than...
Because we have swallowed everything that they gave us, not recognizing that they robbed us of so many. Our names, they did so much to us, Jamster, and look at us today. We are just going along to get along. Man, we need to get beyond this. We are going along to get along. We are the first, Jamster, but we don't see it. So we have converted to a system, and then they're keeping us just where they have us. And they're not even doing all of that now. We are doing it to ourselves. They have appointed what I refer to as security guard who are now oppressing us. And we have gone beyond oppressing. We are now killing ourselves. Guys, we need to take a stock of what is happening. The trauma of slavery and colonization, it is deep. It is very deep. And until you awaken, Azard, and ask yourself the question, why? Why the system? Look at their footprints, Azard. Everywhere they've gone on this planet, they have created destruction, chaos. Look at NATO. They are all the same. Thank you for hearing me, guys.
So much for your contribution.
Okay.
So thank you, Journey, for calling in. In fact, I didn't think I was rushing you off. I just wanted to make sure that we get to the...
And you gave him a lot of time, I thought.
the other
3 minutes.
article. So we're going to take a short break here and then get back with another news point.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Unbox big Black Friday savings with up to 40% off at Pandora Jewelry. Treat yourself to some sparkle or get started on your gift list. Shop November 18th through 28th and save up to 40% on jewelry for the holidays. Only at Pandora Jewelry. Offer valid only at participating Pandora retailers. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
Noble Jewelers, located at Port Zante. Call us at 466-2849.
You've played the online game. Now you can scratch, mark, and win with Express Cash, the new instant scratch game, and win up to $40,000. With 6 draws in each ticket, there's so many ways to win. Get your $5 Express Cash instant tickets from Caribbean lottery agents island-wide.
Caribbean Lottery.
Are you ready to turn transactions into treasures? It's time to unlock the triple transformation transaction treasures at Holtzman's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store St. Kitts. With every hire purchase, not only do you get quality furniture, but you also get triple cash back for free groceries. That's right, triple your saving, triple your transformation. Imagine a home beautifully furnished and a pantry stocked to the brim, all in one go. Our expert staff is standing by, ready to guide you to the pieces that will make your dream home a reality. Hospital Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store St. Kitts, where quality meets affordability. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Visit our showrooms today and start your journey from transactions to treasures. Hospital Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store St. Kitts, transforming home one transaction at a time. Visit us today and experience the triple transformation transaction treasures.
Hey, let the Christmas trap breathe, yo. Okay,
I'm
we
just
can go
gonna
now.
sip some tea here.
Only Jams is missing out on the tea this morning.
No, I'm coming for
It's
some.
some,
Don't
it's
worry.
some lovely chai tea.
Yeah.
And I
Don't
had
make,
to.
me, don't make me fight you guys.
It's
I need
really
that.
nice. I love the flavor, and too I
Yes.
had to ask her off here whether he had sugar added,
No,
and she
we
said
don't
no.
sugar anything.
Good.
No, we're not
Oh, there's no
sugars
sugar.
in here. No, no
Yeah.
sugar.
Okay,
So you get all the flavors of the
Yeah,
tea.
it's really nice.
And it smells like Christmas.
I mean, why would you want sugar with her in the room?
I know.
No?
She's already sweet, isn't
I'm
she?
sweet enough.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So, the next point that we wanted to make.
Wait, there's a call coming.
Oh, we have a call.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caller, go right ahead. No tea for you though. Caller, go ahead.
Good morning to you, Brother Jamso.
Morning.
And Brother Azard, my mother. How's the morning going to you all?
Good,
Wonderful.
good. For you?
Thank you. How is it
Yeah.
for you so far?
Well, I just here dealing with love all the way, so we thank for the Almighty for giving all us breath to carry on His work.
Yes.
Just to say good morning to your listeners, and I like the article you read, Azard, from the Eastern Central Bank.
Yes.
I will say kudos to what they're enhancing in changing the method of that control mechanism, even though it's still implied by the central contents of the banking institution that we know still controlled by the IMF and the World Bank and the Inter-American Bank. These are the key institutions that control the financial global world. You see? And we have to really bring more emphasis now to our people. How can we stable our ground in economical diversity? Because if we say we're going to a small island state, they say, as they consider to say, the renewable energy sustainable state, we ain't seeing the layout fully because we are not going and applying those things to change the method of what we're seeing in the fossil fuel them that are endangering our environmental more and more. So we are liking to put sure that even though these changes make by moving that dirty cook for the dollar that we have been carrying from since 1965 up to now, this time now we have to bring our emphasis upon in our people who have made changes in the economical market because those people can't do it without us. I mean, if you have to say it, without African people, and we're bringing this here from no race and no racial confrontation, we're bringing it from facts that is historically and still carrying on to this day. So I always say, let us be wise in how we move to this global market and the content that we are putting our young generation to. Give thanks.
Thank you so much, Carlo. Thank you for your contribution. Now, there's another issue that we want to share with persons, and this is going to Belize, Kortensia. The article as it relates to the opposition leader and what he faces in Belize right now.
Oh. So the article begins by saying the lawyer representing opposition leader Shane Barrow says his client could be forced to resign his seat in the House of Representatives if he is found guilty of an electoral offense. The Chief Magistrate is expected to hand down her ruling on November 24th. That's coming up soon. That's Friday. In the case in which the ruling People's United Party, PUP, is challenging Barrow's voter registration in the Mesopotamia division. Attorney Richard Bradley says Section 58 of the Belize Constitution disqualifies anyone from membership in the parliament if convicted of an offense related to elections. Bradley argues that his client followed all legal requirements to be registered at the residence and has witnesses to confirm that he lives there. But the PUP, through attorney Leroy Banner, argues that Barrow does not and did not ever reside at the place and that the address that Barrow gave as his residence is actually his political office and resource center. But Bradley said the PUP has no case. The elections laws of the country and the Constitution of Belize lays down what would disqualify a person either from entering the nation's parliament, which is referred to under the law as the National Assembly, or if you are already a member and if you are found to be in violation of any election law, election offense that person will have to resign, he said. He recalled that one of the witnesses had stated in court that the practice by Barrow has been done before and that former Prime Minister George Price was registered in his constituency even though he had been living until his dying day in another area. He said the case originally came up for objection when the rules for transfer was being revised. The objectors did not show. The chief magistrate waited for them for hours. They did not show. Now that the overall list is being revised, they have turned back up in an attempt to basically psych out the leader of the opposition and put him to some level of embarrassment because what they say has nothing to do with what the law requires, Bradley said. So the law is, did he reside at the address for a minimum of 2 months prior to July? That is what this issue is all about. There is nothing in the law to say I can't sleep somewhere else. I can't spend the night with my sweetheart. Just an example. I'm not saying that is what happened. I can't go and spend some time with my wife somewhere else. I said to the Chief Honorable Chief Magistrate, after a person is added on the electoral roll, they can get up and go to the United States of America. There's no law that says you have to hang around. You must be there. The issue is, was he resident there? Can he still be resident there if he wanted to sleep overnight? Can he do so? And the answer is a resounding yes, Bradley added.
Interesting discussion. As we look at the article, it really goes on the point where registering where you reside. And I think that would be an interesting case because he's making the point that if I say that I reside in this area, this constituency, and obviously persons are saying, you're saying you reside there, but you're actually living somewhere else. And he's saying, well, I could still spend time there and still spend time other places. Does that disqualify me? So it's a very interesting discussion. I see both. I see where both arguments are there, and it's for the court to decide, and that should be an interesting case to be determined.
He even mentions registering and moving to the United States. And in a case like that where people come back home to vote, they don't live there, they live in the U.S.
Exactly.
So,
and there are persons here, even if we look at St. Kitts and Nevis, who have never really resided in St. Kitts and Nevis, and who come in and vote in a particular constituency. So
you think I should be allowed?
I think that you should. I think as a person, I think you should vote. If you the overseas, I guess that's the question basically with the overseas voters. You know, let me say this. One time during, I think, the 2015 election. Well, yes, I'm not thinking.
I just hope you can untie yourself
it's the 2015 election, right? And I was a student during that time. Norman Manley came in to vote, and while leaving, there were persons at the airport. And I recall hearing a conversation where someone said they had never lived here. Never lived here. They, in fact, only came here then to vote. And I thought to myself, wow, this isn't, I don't like to hear this because you have never been here, but you come to vote on and decide for persons who are living here. I'm not saying that if you are living overseas and coming back and forth,
I get you.
So from that standpoint, I could see that is where I said, wow, something has to be done.
Because I met people like that too. And it blew my mind.
Some of them didn't even know where they were going to. In fact, persons had to tell them, because of course they came with family. So it might have been that the family member lived here for at a time.
When was the team unity? Was it 2015?
2015.
I met a lot of people like that. It blew my mind. Right?
And many of those persons who came in during those times, who had those conversations, were persons who came in support of the Labour Party during that time. In fact, yes.
Oh, okay.
And so I thought to myself, wow.
Also they said.
Also they said, yes, but they were saying that. So I said to myself, this really is an issue that we really have to get control of. Because
so can we? Okay, we talk about people coming home, but let's say we have a green card. Can we just go back to where we were living and vote with the mere fact that we no longer live at that resident in the U.S.?
I don't think when you have a green card, can you vote with a green? I don't think so.
Okay, let's
no,
say,
she's talking
let's
about
say
US.
you have
She's talking about
citizenship.
US.
The U.S.
I'm not sure what happens in the U.S. as it relates to that. I know for our laws, persons coming in, once they could register in a constituency as it is now, it has been allowed. I mean, the question of residency has always, and I think what the legislation ordinary resident and what ordinary resident means, and that has been a topic of discussion for some time.
Okay.
And you see it come up in the U.S. with on the other side, the political side, where you remember when oh God, what was it? You know, you had senators run. What's his name? Dr. Oz. When he was running in New Jersey, remember he ran in New Jersey last year, but he lived.
The Dr. Oz?
Yeah, he ran.
Wow.
He ran for the Senate last year.
Okay.
And lost badly. Boy, that was one of my anyway. He got badly beaten. And
Someone on the Facebook said, no, you cannot vote as a green card holder.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cannot vote as a green card holder.
Someone
That's
says,
what I thought.
again, supporting that point, you cannot vote in the U.S. with a green card.
Wow.
These are persons on the
Okay,
Facebook page.
so you have the residency. Okay, you have your passport, you've been naturalized. Can you move back to St. Kitts? You sold everything. Election is coming. Can you now go back to the United States with your legal passport, you're a naturalized citizen, and vote? Bearing in mind, you no longer live at 123, this, that, Jersey, whatever.
You mean vote in St. Kitts?
No,
I'm
vote
confused.
in the U.S.
No, but if you have you mean if you're a citizen?
Yeah, but you moved back home.
You can even vote overseas. They have apps. They have
So you don't necessarily need
you don't
an
have to
address.
be in the U.S. You don't have to be in the U.S. to
So
vote. You
this
can
individual
request,
who is living in the U.S. says a green card holder must become a naturalized citizen
that's what I said there
in
right
order
there.
to vote.
Yeah.
But they allow absentee voting. Like, for example, if you're, say you work at an embassy somewhere, and they have elections, they send you a ballot, a special ballot, and then they mail in ballots.
And you mail it back.
And you mail it back, yeah.
Oh,
so why can't we have a system like that?
Well, those are discussions that we have to have with our legislators.
Although it'd have to be rock solid, airtight for it to work, because.
And do you think the people that vote, that come home to make decisions, I would say for us, do you think they're informed as to what's happening down here? So that's why they think it's their patriotic duty to come and ensure that their party gets in?
Based on the conversation where I overheard during that time back and forth, because a lot of people were at the airport, it appeared to me that a lot of persons didn't know what was going on. They voted based on who their family supported and who the party that brought them here. And we know that, for the overseas voters, it has been an issue. And I'm not saying that persons are resident coming back and forth, or students, Yeah, we could understand those situations. We have a caller.
Hi, caller. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, 10 minutes until 9 o'clock. Go ahead.
We're discussing a lot of things. It's all good. But you know what? I'm beginning to realize that the intelligent people among us are asleep. We must be dying, living in this kind of atmosphere, this air that we're being engulfed in. Nobody seems to realize that. Don't you all look off and realize that you're only not seeing yourself fully engulfed in it because you are in it? Look off and you see the air that you're breathing every day. We go to sleep and we inhale this. Something is wrong. We talk about wars. I mean, I'm partial to Ukraine, what's going on down there, Russia and all day, and the Palestinians, yeah. Where is our cry for clean air? It's affecting everything about us. It's affecting how we think. It's affecting the agriculture, even the rain. You look, you see the sky again, you get a sprinkle and there is nothing. Something serious is happening. It's not a conspiracy. It's a reality to all of us. If we are to pay attention and get out of the distractions, because all these things we are being fed is to distract us so we can die peacefully. And actually, we are enjoying ourselves, having fun, while we are being poisoned. Something is wrong with this air we are breathing. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller, for your contribution.
Okay. 8 minutes on till 9 o'clock. Don't forget, folks, coming up at 9 o'clock, we've got Farm Report.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So, you guys enjoying your tea?
Yes.
Yes, it's wonderful.
You're missing out on the Christmas over here. We're having real Christmas over here. It
Don't
just
worry.
smells spicy and nice, and it matches everything over
I'm
here.
going to come over and get some. Don't worry.
Alrighty. You're welcome to.
And the aroma is amazing.
I know.
The smell of the tea before you drink it, Jamster, it's breathtaking. There's nothing like it.
You're practically Chinese now. No, because they drink tea without, they drink it without the sugar.
Yeah. It should, because then you lose the flavor when you add sugar, and that's what people don't realize. Yeah.
We have a call. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning, Azard, and the rest people on your panel there. The good lady who just so good laugh and so.
Morning.
Let me tell the gentleman there what's wrong. We had enough water to run all these houses what we're building now. But where's we come from out there, and out there send the order on here, and we just start to poison our pond. As for a young guy, you used to go around and say you're gone hiking also. If you count all them ponds, I didn't even know ponds all the way out in the southeast. Pond, one day I went there with a taxi friend of mine. I never even ever seen a pond there. One day behind Mount Bago down there, well poisoned. The last one, the poison out, is the one with Park Hoyerton. So there's the wrong one coming now. You see right now we got heat on and we just get some good shower the other day. You may not know, but you all go down and ask your mother when you go home or your grandmother, if she's still alive, in the 60s we used to go rain all day today. Sometime when you're going to school, sometimes nobody got umbrella, so you walk with a plastic. Like, you get the plastic from some container, so and you put it over you. That was your raincoat.
Yeah.
So this where the wrong coming in. Because of that, we had so much supply. And that's where we sooner or later, I don't know, if it's 2030, 2040, we may be catching health for water to do food crop, just like in Africa. Do you know, which in there, they always come on and say they have them African talkers. Do you know, I don't see it on YouTube there. Sorry, last day. There's a part in Africa showing you how it's splitting and it's drying up as a waterbed and it's drying up. Right? And it's going to split where the Ghana, I didn't catch the right name, was one mainland and it's going to split it in two. So it's just like that. We had good things. We let them come from where they come from. And it's amazing because of money. The park thing, lagoon. What the heck lagoon? You anchor your boat in a safe place or pull it up on the sun, and that is safety. But oh no, the white man come with the white man cash, and that's what killing us. So that's my simple thing. You hear? The poison of the lagoon. You say you wanna go up forget Azard. You see that big pond there by the strip?
Yes.
You see that that was a pond,
Yes.
You see how brown it look? Okay. You go up for the by the Marital where they got golf course of pond. where they build a hotel over Connery going to the young. What name, eh? Something, some
Koi.
kind of koi. That was a pan. Who built on it the other day? Money. Because he wanted money, he built on that. Right? Down in Connery was ponds. The pond begin, let me tell you, because I don't know if you know, you do a lot of geography about think it's good. It begin from out there where Tennessee been out. You ever see a pool of water behind there? There were ponds and ponds and ponds.
Okay,
You see up the place there? Up Newtown there where the fire station be was a pond. Real pond. So what we gonna do? We gonna just die. I hope it will start to get blow up. Right now
Okay,
it's
call
all
him. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. The poison so for money.
Yes,
right.
thank you.
Yeah, that's
so
why
much.
it's called pond. That's why it's called ponds up there.
Oh.
Yeah, it used to be
I learned
marshland.
something
Yeah.
new today. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if you ever notice when we have hurricanes or we have a lot of rain, you notice there's always a lot of water. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That's a big part of the reason. Yeah.
Oh. So the water still wants to come back.
Yeah.
Where it belongs. Okay. No, I learned something new today.
Yes, and I just want to thank everyone who has called. I want to thank those persons who are engaged on the Facebook or the YouTube and giving comments. You know, we love to hear from you, and we look out. Some at times we're here and we're looking on the phones because we want to ensure that we don't miss you.
Speaking of
and
which,
your input.
let's squeeze in another one before Farm Report. Call up, be brief. We have Farm Report coming up at 9 o'clock. 2 minutes until 9. That doesn't mean you have 2 minutes. You have, go ahead.
Okay, James, I'm going to be brief. Now, the Rastaman that spoke about, something is happening. You see, the earth is cleaning itself, guys. We're moving from 3D, we're going into 5D. It might sound strange because people are not plugged in. Many of us going to perish, sadly, because we're still in the system. We think that after COVID, we are back to normal. We are not back to normal, guys. The earth is cleaning itself. You see what is going on in Europe, and as the nuts lady just mentioned, the heat wave and all of this? Look how humid it is, and the sky is full of cloud here in our atmosphere. The earth is cleaning itself, guys. There's a new earth, and if you're not aligned with it, we are toxic from the diet, our food that we're eating. Look how they're pushing GMOs. You know the philanthropist who is pushing GMOs, guys, without calling the name. And what they're saying, Africans can't afford organic, so let us give them GMO. Guys, let us wake up, okay?
Thank you so much, Journey, for your contribution. It's now 9 o'clock, and we're going to take the break, and we're going to welcome our guests for Farm Report.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Dreaming of that perfect getaway? Hop aboard the McCann ferry to the breathtaking islands of Saba, Statia, St. Martin, and St. Kitts. Embark on a delightful journey and enjoy sun-kissed beaches, vibrant cultures, and unforgettable experiences. Visit McCannferryservice.com to book your island hopping adventure today.
Just in time for Christmas from the Bank of Nevis. 100% financing for your next new car, SUV, truck, or other vehicle. The Bank of Nevis is offering 100% financing with no down payment. 7 years to complete your payments, starting 1 month after your fast track approval. The first year of insurance and all processing fees can also be included. And you get $250 worth of free gas. This package comes with one of the most competitive interest rates in the market. Visit the nearest branch of the Bank of Nevis in Charlestown and 4th Street and Wellington Road, Basse-Terre today. This great offer of 100% financing for your next new vehicle ends on December 31st.
Terms and conditions apply.
This is the voice of Erica Edwards. I am inviting you to come on out with your friends and family to a merry, airy Christmas. Concert 2.0. The event will be held at the Ramada Resort at 5 p.m. sharp, featuring Leap Dance Studio, the return of Catwalk coaching SKB, and 12 amazing youth singers backed by the Explosive Band and Roots Band. It's going to be a musical showcase like no other. Purchase your tickets at Latoya's Fashion on Keon Street and Cutesy Accessories on Church Street, Bastille. See you there.
And we are back. It's 3 minutes after 9 o'clock. We've got Troy Flanders, and he is rearing and ready to go for the farm report. And he's wearing a blue shirt.
Favorite color.
And it says compassion. So he is a compassionate male.
No. Because action speaks louder than
Troy
words.
just teases
Exactly. I'll tell you, get it. Good morning.
Good morning, Troy.
Good morning, Troy.
How are you?
I'm good.
So tell us, we're here in the farm report yet again. What is the topic?
Good morning to all out there, Rangerland. Today's topic, I'll try and explain. I think we never did it. Break down the numbers in the 25 by 25, exactly what the numbers look like. I think we never explained to the general public what the numbers are. So I think you could follow me. I think I sent you a
Yes,
copy.
I shared it with them. So
Yeah.
Yes.
So I will start off with these are the crops that was chosen.
And from here, I'm seeing watermelon.
Yeah.
I'm seeing tomato.
Tomatoes.
I'm seeing cabbage, carrot, sweet pepper, onion, kale, broccoli, sweet corn, white potato, lettuce, cantaloupe. I'm seeing pineapple, edos, and cauliflower.
Yeah, those are some of the crops. The only one I miss here on my note is sweet corn.
Okay.
Yeah. But based on what these numbers are saying, this is the number coming out from the import per annum.
Yes.
You see yearly thing. So you got watermelon. It said that we imported 78,500 and I round it off. I got 39 pounds. Right? So that will equate to a 6,544 pounds per month.
Yes.
Right? So you look at something like watermelon. If you look at this number here.
Just a question, Troy. I'm seeing the list of items that is on the list.
Yes.
I've read the list of items already.
Yes.
But I'm seeing some items in red, highlighted in red.
Yes, some of them highlighted that. Some of them they show what we imported and so. But I'm just dealing with the numbers.
Okay, you just dealing with numbers all. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought there was a significance to that.
No.
Okay.
Just the what figures are dealing with. I don't say we're going to bother going to the money count.
Okay.
Because if you see, they got the value in terms of money.
No problem.
Because the price could go up and down, so I wouldn't say bother going to the money thing.
No
but I'm just dealing with the raw figures in terms of pounds.
Okay.
Right? But with watermelon, this will tell you maybe to produce this, maybe about 4 acres a year. So that's I was saying, like, watermelon is a crop we actually could grow and export. Because you're looking at about 4 acres here. That's just about a month, maybe a quarter acre extra a month. You understand?
You're telling me it only takes about 4 acres to
produce
really?
this 78,000.
Okay.
It's about that.
Okay.
We average about 20 something between.
I actually, this is gonna sound stupid to you guys, but I actually didn't realize we imported. I always thought all the watermelon was local.
At one point in time, I think the supermarkets now are moving away from importing, because at one point in time we had difficulty getting into the supermarkets. Yeah, some supermarket definitely tell you they don't buy local watermelon, but now they're moving away from it.
What's the reason given?
I don't know. They never give a reason. But I think what they used to do, like when they bring in the pontoon, you take up space, so they just probably bring in some melons and so take up the space.
Well, here's a question for you though. This is something that comes up with traffic because, for example, we find that they'll come with statistics for accidents, and we ask them, well, don't you guys do any kind of critical analysis of your statistics, so you know where the hot points are? So in this case, don't you think it's important to find out from the retailers their reason for not wanting local produce in some cases, so that you can mitigate against those reasons and fix the problem?
Well, I think that one is above my pay grade. So, but I think I think, as I say, they're moving away from it, so it's a good thing.
But that's good, yeah.
Yeah. As we go down, we have tomatoes, right? And this is saying that 191,603 pounds per year. That's what we imported, right? Which can boil down to, break it down, I got 15,966 pounds. Just round them off. This again, you're talking about monthly. 15,000 pounds monthly, right? Yeah. And again, this is a small number. Also, we had a group of us used to send tomatoes to St. Thomas. We used to do like every 2 weeks, maybe 150 boxes, 50-pound boxes. So that's about 5,000 pounds. So you see, within a month we done that about 10,000 pounds. So these are things. They're a little small. The numbers are small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the numbers are small. So this is something that is doable. It's something actually easy to be done. As I say, our market is a small market.
Yes.
These are things easy. What we really supposed to be looking at, forget about 25 by 25 and think about the national agriculture plan. That way, we could think about sustaining ourselves and think about trade. That's something.
But if we were to accomplish a 25 by 25, wouldn't that be a step towards sustaining ourselves?
Yes. And our stake is to be consistent in planting, right? Though we have some challenges. Some of these are doable. Some of them are a little more challenging than some, but some of them are doable. Using what we have now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I don't know if she's still. I know Kortensia wanted to ask you some questions or make some comments based on some of the things the minister may have mentioned.
There is someone asking to explain how 25 by 25 lost. So this is a individual who's listening now but not understanding what the 25 by 25 means. So maybe you want to, maybe for others who might be listening as well.
Well, the 25 by 25 is a CARICOM project, which they aim to reduce the import by 25% by the year 25.
So reduction of import by 25% by
the year
25.
Yeah.
So 25 by 25, guys. Yes.
Okay, so I see the Minister of Agriculture. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just funny how it comes up. But he said that you folks in the agriculture sector are well on your way. Is that true?
Yeah.
To achieving 25 by 25?
Oh, that part?
Yes.
You said we well on the way at that level. Not the 25 by 25. It means that, we're going to start sometime We ain't started yet.
Okay.
But we're going to start sometime. I realize the agriculture department just got in 2 new tractors.
Yeah, I see that too. Yeah.
So that will ease.
Replace the old ones.
No. It will add to the fleet.
Okay, so the old ones are being fixed.
Yeah, they are working.
Okay.
So that will add to the fleet, and it will ease the pain of land preparation. It's not adequate, but it will help, right?
He also said that farmers are seeing their best days.
Maybe he.
Oh, Troy look shocked. You look very shocked, Troy.
Troy
I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. You hear people calling into all the radio program, farmers complaining, and if they are complaining so much and seeing their best days, so what you said, then maybe they're ungrateful. And I don't think so. There are serious concerns.
And the next one I want to touch on before we continue to, there's an online market. So you guys have some place to sell them?
I think what they're trying to do is to the marketing unit. I think they're going digital.
Okay.
So that's it.
So you can order your groceries basically and it's delivered to you. That's the online market they're talking about.
That's what the marketing unit doing.
Okay. Yeah. So I heard you guys have a drought resilience irrigation project. You have water tanks for harvest and strong water. You have ground covers. And your crops are growing better than they did before.
Okay.
Oh boy, Troy doesn't leave a word that I just said.
No.
Uh-huh.
The drought what you say again? Resilience?
Drought resilience irrigation project.
You still have the problem with farmers getting connected to water. Okay. So now you will give out drip to hook up to what? Until you start to fix the water problem. That program is actually before time. If the minister come and tell me, well, we are going to drill some wells, construct some reservoir to catch the water, and then we're going to pump it back down to the farmers. And after we've done that, we'll give you drip. Then I say, you're on the right thing.
Okay.
That's just like putting the cart before the horse.
Okay.
I don't really want to come here to the hotel, but I just want the public know what the 25, the numbers all about. You know,
well, I think it's also important for persons to express their views on what not just that minister but other ministers are saying, because oftentimes you hear some sweet message, and when you talk to the people in the industry, you're hearing something else.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
And so you often wonder if it's perhaps the role of the government just to give sweet message about persons in the industry. When persons are in the industry,
not seeing the results,
not seeing the sweetness,
they're talking about,
not feeling the sweetness,
not
tasting the sweetness.
What is the problem here is that the other part of government, which is the media, they are not doing what they're supposed to be. To do. Because when they come and they say things like that, the media suppose will say, no, wait a minute. Farmer X said this, so let's match these things together and see. See who telling lies. Right? If the media go out there and ask the question that they're supposed to ask to represent the people, they bring the news to the people. Then you won't have these things they call politics. And you see, we need less politicians. We need representatives, not politicians.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
These are sweet lies. Okay. We get back to carrots. We have 294,537 pounds. That's annually. That will equate to monthly 24,544 pounds. That's monthly. Right? And there's a big one down here, sweet peppers. This one, I'll say a lot of different figures for this one. But this is telling me that we imported 459,542 pounds of sweet peppers annually. Break down to 38,000 £295. So actually, 38,000 are nearly the population, I think it's, no? So it's a pound of sweet pepper per person.
Per person, yeah.
Yeah. This is the next one we have here, onion. This is something that we could actually wipe out, onion. It says £734,216, equate to £61,434 this month. Well, this one, kale, 60,649. That's annual. That equate to £5,054. Right? This is a big fella down here. A big fellow. This is something we need to look into and find out how these numbers are so high. You're talking about broccoli. You have 3,042,000.
But I'm seeing in the local production bracket that we neither produce kale or broccoli. Is that true? Because I buy local kale.
Yeah, but what happened, the numbers are so small, it didn't bother to register them.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see, because there are certain challenges to grow these things.
Okay.
And most of the challenges is the chemical to treat them,
Okay.
These are things easy fix. So we'd say that we have 25,035 pounds a month, right? I think we jump over. I think I forget the sweet corn. Yeah. So I got white potato here. This is another big one. 1,109,513 pounds annually. So we're looking at 92,459 pounds. White potato is something we used to produce here heavily. This is something we actually could wipe out too. Guys store well.
So you said you used to produce
Yeah,
white
we used
potato.
to produce white
Why
potato.
did the farmers stop producing the white potatoes?
Well, the white potato seeds, the government is who used to bring them in.
Okay.
So the question asks why they stopped bringing them in.
Seeds?
Yeah, the seeds.
So I'm not seeing sweet potato on this list.
No, because what happened, we mostly go sweet potatoes.
Awesome. I like to hear that.
We import sweet potatoes around this time. We realize potato is scarce, but it's a small amount.
Yeah, but the imported ones are not as good as the local one. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're funny.
True. Well,
we have a caller.
Okay.
No, we don't. Not yet. No, we don't. No, I said true.
Oh, I was hearing something in the background.
But you see, with the sweet potato, there's a culture, saying it's people don't like red potato for some reason. The red skin potato.
Why?
But the imported potatoes, most of them come in a red skin. So
really, they don't like the reds.
No, they prefer the browner skin one.
That's what. Not like the.
But.
So now you have me baffled if I'm buying local, if I'm buying.
No.
imported.
You could buy the red one. No. We do plant the red ones.
Yeah, but I want local stuff.
Yeah, but you find when the potato season, which will start maybe from February, January, February. Yeah,
we have a call.
Call, go right ahead.
Good morning, guys.
Hi.
And good morning, Troy. From
Morning,
the
sir.
farm to the table.
Yes.
Morning.
Carl Brown here. And good morning to the listeners home and abroad.
Yes.
You see what I be telling all you guys all the time? The minister coming on all the radio station them and telling everybody that we are on our way and we are ready for 2025. And I keep telling you guys nothing go so. Because he's not working along with the farmers. He's not including in the farmers or majority of the farmers. Probably the farmers who he are talking about is handpicked. The majority of the farmers, you all have them here. Let us be on other talk shows, other radio stations, complaining bitterly about so many things. And as I keep saying, guys, try and I'm going to say it to you, let you hear it firsthand. why we are boasting of the CVI is so beneficial to think it's Nevis. And I keep saying to them, why don't the CVI, along with the government budget, the meager box of matches salary the government gives to agriculture every year, why don't the CVI put $100 million into farming right now, and we can make the 25 by 25 food security and the 25 by 25? Because give the money to the farmers would buy all the equipment and all that they need, and stop go up the agriculture department and to here. You only could get 10 bags. You only could get 3 bags. We have this. The container ain't come yet. And all those nonsense. Why don't the CVI, that the boast of having so much money, put over $25 million into small business, so small business can push and small entrepreneurs and decrease our unemployment, and to hold on to wait for the government long-awaited big projects them that they're talking about. You know what will happen to us, guys? While that is happening, the small business, the farmers, would be able to hire a couple hundreds of people, decrease the unemployment rate. When the government big projects can come on scene, the deployment line will get very shorter at that. Not only that, the big businesses them depends on the small businesses. Once they get in the business, they will expand. They will hire more people. Our country will be bouncing and moving forward and ready, and more than ready for 2025. Gone, guys.
Thank you, Carl. If I was hiring, I will give you the job as special advisor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Carlo.
Yeah. And these are things that the consortium actually is fighting for. To get
another call. Another call. Carlo, go right ahead.
Yes, 100%, Carl, 100%. Because what happened, since they done with the sugar crop, they was to do most and many things and nothing doing. The people need to take the food out to St. Martin. So we got good food. Good soil to do good food. Not bringing the river water thing, me and cousin, because we always want to remember thing as a put it on the table. But tomorrow you buy it to the Monday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, it don't spoil. We never used to get that. They do you. Let me tell you now. We used to get boats coming here in the 70s, 75, all in the 70s, 71, 72, 73. Taking food came to St. Martin. You see a lot of trees in St. Martin now. Coconut trees and so. It's wheat trees them, and grilla. Wheat trees them. They used to come up here as on a Monday. And they go around different estate. People who got a little ground and buy bags of potatoes. See Miss Crossley there? And so when you're going down there below the university, look down and see what she got there.
Okay.
Out of farming.
Okay, call. Yeah, we have another call.
Thank you so much.
Good morning to all.
Hey, good morning.
I wish I could enjoy you guys' chamomile tea. But nonetheless, this is Rusty Liebert here. I want to talk to Troy about the 25 by 25. I specifically heard him talk about, I think it'd be 4 acres to produce watermelon. I hope we don't continue going down that road, using up the land not as effective as we can. I must agree. I heard the Minister of Agriculture talk about greenhouses. He has about 20 of them, 15 ready now, and they're attached with technology. I hope he doesn't mean technology like a phone call, but agricultural technology. And with that, you can have maybe 1 acre produce that same amount of watermelon, but you can go up. You can use hydroponics. I'm not an agriculture person. I'm not a farmer or anything like that. But all those other options must be considered, especially since this present government is using all the available lands for houses. So we got to think about how we use the land, what we need to use the land for. My last point is, if this Minister of Agriculture was really serious about getting to 2025, the first thing he would have done is what you did, try. Look at the list of the import, see how much you're importing, and try to cut down what is being imported, because the money stays in the country if you want the farmers to make money. And no, I'm not talking about making a sickly old carrot or a sickly old potato or that kind of stuff, watermelon. Make sure that the production of the watermelons or whatever you produce is of a high standard, because nobody's going to want to buy a watermelon or anything that is not looking healthy. Nobody's going to want to do it. But so if he was really a Minister of Agriculture, he would have really looked at the list, look at the land, look at what he has, and then put a plan together to meet the 25 by 25. That's my comment for now, guys.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your contribution.
Okay. What's the? I will tell you the all above approach is well. And I will say, if you're going to bring in 25 whatever greenhouses, I will think that the smart money will be on some greenhouses that are temperature controlled, so that you find in the hotter days we could still continue to grow sweet peppers and tomatoes and so on. So if all the greenhouses are the same, I don't think it was properly thought out. Right? So I just gonna get you the list, and then I could deal with any other thing. We have lettuce. I think that's where we're at. Lettuce. 105,369. That's annually. Pounds. You equate to 8,780 pounds a month. Cantaloupe. 67,588 pounds. That's 5,632 pounds per month. Right? Pineapple, 93,107 pounds annually. You have 7,758 pounds. And when you come on pineapple, we actually had pineapple here growing, and we lost most of our pineapples, right? Mm-hmm. So we had a gentleman from Taba, they used to call him the Pine Man. And the gentleman used to get pine all year round. He used to supply the hotels and so. And so this is something that we got to start over. But it's something we once had.
So
how is it possible to have, pineapple year round?
Yeah, you stagger the planting. It's how you plant them.
Okay. The monkeys don't mess with them?
Yeah, monkeys out there.
So why did the previous farmer lose his haul?
Well, the guy actually passed.
Okay.
But the next generation didn't continue.
Okay.
But still, they had Armstrong again. Mm-hmm. He used to produce a lot of pineapples. But some pineapple is a crop that take a lot of every year. It take a long time to be here in the start, maybe about nearly 2 years.
And everything local is just better.
Yeah.
To me.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Mm-hmm. Now we got Edos. Mm-hmm. It's 28,597 pounds annually. That's 2,383 pounds. This is another crop again that we could up easily. And then got cauliflower to the end. 68,734 pounds. That's annually, equate to 5,727 pounds per month.
Let me ask you a question concerning the root tubers. I noticed you only have Edos. How no yams? Is it that you guys don't track the yams?
Well, these are the crops that they
Tanyas and
yeah, but these are the crops that they targeted.
Okay, all right. Okay.
These are the crops they targeted. We actually getting better with yam annually. Yam is something that actually coming back. Farmers start to plant more and more yam.
I see here our local production of cantaloupe is more than that of the imports. So why don't we stop importing cantaloupe altogether then? I didn't even know we grew cantaloupes in
Yeah,
St.
yeah, we
Kitts.
do cantaloupe.
What?
Yeah.
I knew, but I didn't realize it was that much. I mean,
It has surpassed the imports.
But what about the rest of the family, like the honeydew? I mean, are those imported? When you say cantaloupe, you mean the whole?
Well, I don't know where they go with that, but honeydew and all them, we plant a small amount.
Okay.
Because one thing is, I think in terms of storage.
I see.
You see, watermelon could store much longer than these crops.
Okay.
So maybe storage could be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and quick, kind of, it's not really off topic because it's Christmas. Sorrel, is that something that we import or
we do import sorrel too. We do Jamaican sorrel, dry sorrel. You go to supermarket, you see dry sorrel and some packaging.
That's Jamaican.
But the fresh crops is never a problem at this time, right?
Not around this time. We actually could plant sorrel all year round, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a variety of sorrel that we plant all year round. The older variety used to be like twice a year, because it takes 6 months.
Okay.
But
that short? I didn't realize. Okay.
That's long.
6 months?
6 months.
Yeah, because the sorrel, they have a variety of sorrel that take 3.
The older version. Not
The older
newer
version takes 6. But the other variety.
Microwave?
Yeah, it's 3 months. So you find, as long as you got water on the sorrel during the hot time.
Microwave. That's a good one.
Instant sorrel.
Exactly.
So I want to say thank you so much, Troy, for coming this morning and sharing with us some of the information as it relates to the imports and the list of crops and the number of the pounds that we import them by, and discussion as it relates to the 25 by 25 agenda. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to mention.
I just thought that the general public need to know exactly what, because everybody explains saying 25 by 25 and people are lost.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The department will have the final meeting with the farmers, which something should have already done. They had 2 meetings last week. They're having the final one today. I mean, I think what they are doing is actually just saying that they're consulting with the farmers because they done went ahead and they don't do what they had to do. Mm-hmm. So to come and you meet with the farmers after you don't do all you have to do, is just to say you consult with the farmers. I don't think they're really taking on board what the farmers are saying. And there's a serious challenge that most farmers face, and it's the challenge of labor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a serious challenge with labor. And then you find, I don't know, I asked a question if you all had any conversation with the step officer or what's not, and it was a no. You're going forward with something, you're asking, every single, all of these here that you're asking farmers to go is additional. Whatever we already produce, you're asking us to add these to what we already produce. So it's additional. So you don't much train. Well, once again, and thank Win FM for the opportunity. Farm report.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you so much, Troy.
I wish you guys best in all the endeavors.
It's all good.
Yeah, we're going to take a short break and get back to you.
We're going to get it figured out. So.
Yeah.
Yes,
no problem.
Right, thanks,
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, this was great. So, yeah, this was a pretty good show. Nice to know that we have ample supplies of sorrel. Okay, let's get a word from Rams. It's 9:35.
Found the sound 98.9
Hey kids, drink healthy.
Reduce sugar chubby with the same great taste. Lots of magic fruity flavors, drink the more healthy way.
It tastes so yummy, chubby, chubby, chubby.
25% less sugar chubby. Be active, be healthy, drink lots of chubby. Kicking, football, playing cricket, having fun in the sun.
It's chubby.
Reduced sugar chubby keeps you cool and refreshed.
It tastes so yummy, chubby, chubby, chubby.
25% less sugar chubby. Jumping rope, running races, have fun.
It tastes so yummy, chubby.
Drink the more healthy way.
Run
gotta let the beat breathe.
Did you make this beat?
Huh?
Did you make this beat?
Of course.
Okay.
Respect the beat, yo. Let's go.
So I sent a little what I was listening this morning. I was listening something on YouTube as it relates to, they were talking about I can't remember exactly where, but the reference came in about, you know, David Cameron joining back in government. He's the foreign secretary, and you know they had to go outside of the current members. When I say members, in terms of the ministers that they had, to bring in someone into the House of Lords and appoint him in that position as foreign secretary. And it spoke about the, you know, those prospective members of parliament and member of parliament currently. And so I'm going to just share it here. It's speaking about the selection and why is it that sometimes the persons who put up themselves to office, where, you know, we had discussions about the selection and whether or not these individuals, do we get the best individuals in terms of putting up themselves in the public office. And this really, part of the discussion really touched on some of the challenges and the issues that persons who are interested in becoming MPs would have to face. So I thought it was very good. So I'll share that. Okay.
Yeah, let me say, you must have a broad shoulders and you must be able to handle things that are said about you, whether they are truth or untruth, or as we say, false.
Yeah. So I think there was something, I thought I sent it this morning. I'm not sure because
to me?
Yeah, I sent it to everyone.
Is that the same one that I told you was not opening for me?
Okay.
The reward system is just skewed.
Okay, so let me play it back again, yeah.
MPs figure out what they're doing well and what they're doing badly. And more importantly, the reward system is just skewed. Politicians get very little reward for putting in the hard work behind the scenes, drafting and scrutinising important legislation, or doing vital constituency work. They are, however, rewarded for rhetoric, for grabbing headlines, for making a scene. Ultimately, even if MPs are well-intentioned, the system doesn't help MPs do their jobs well. What makes this even worse is the fact that prospective MPs spend an absolute fortune. In her book, Why We Get the Wrong Politicians, Isabel Hardman found that of the 532 candidates she spoke to who contested the 2015 election, the average spend was £11,118. This was only the average too, with Tories losing in marginals, spending an average of £18,701. And to be clear, this money isn't spent on things like leaflets, which are usually covered by the party. This is money spent working for free for up to 2 years for the party, travelling around the country, moving to the constituency they're campaigning in, and going to local events. At this stage, the prospective MPs don't have a salary, so if they're trying for the first time, they haven't been paid a penny by their party or by Parliament. Some people spend money that they've saved to buy a house. Others just max out credit cards. The strain on finances and the huge pressures expected of them in regards to campaigning puts huge strain on mental health, which MPs and candidates often suffer with, and it puts strain on their family lives and marriages. Sure, MPs do get a big salary once they're elected, especially in comparison to the median salary. But jobs that have this amount of pressure and risk in the private sector would usually pay a lot more. The point we and Hardman have made is that the incentive structure to even become an MP is far from ideal, and many good candidates are probably discouraged from even applying to become an MP. And even when an individual does become an MP, it's not like the job gets easier. They have no job security. And when you've climbed the greasy pole and made it into a government department, you can be demoted for something as simple as the new leader just not liking you much. This means that experienced legislators are often just lost to the backbenches, with them often resigning from Parliament completely afterwards. Think of Rory Stewart, for example, a man that many point to as an experienced legislator. He was kicked out of the Tory party by Boris Johnson for voting to try and stop a no-deal Brexit. He then stepped down at the 2019 election. Now, we're not saying that these are the only reasons. Indeed, there are some other structural factors that prevent MPs from doing their best work. Ultimately, though, these are the main reasons that the UK system of government isn't necessarily the best for encouraging and supporting the best people to be our representatives. So, all in all, there definitely is an argument to be made that Lord Cameron's appointment demonstrates that there's a bad quality of MPs, and there is certainly evidence that the public have thought this. However, this doesn't mean that MPs are simply bad at their jobs. There are structural factors that contribute to this perception. If you want more from TLDR and want to support our journalism, consider picking up a copy of our newspaper, Too Long.
Yes, so that is one of the YouTube channels that I subscribe to. It's actually, I find it very informative. It's TLDR News, and from time to time, he and the team would do commentaries as it relates to the UK system of governance and speak about the political environment there in the UK. And while listening to that this morning, I thought it was very interesting that he touched on some of those points, and I can see those points even being relevant here in St. Kitts and Nevis and about the quality of representation that we get. Because if you are coming in as a prospective candidate, someone whose party is not in government, you're thinking about the resources that you will have to put in. And just yesterday we were talking about campaigning, when you said, there should be constant campaigning. And I think persons oftentimes, and of course, touching base is important. But at the same time, you realize that these persons aren't getting paid for the extra time that they put in, because they are not, they too have to manage their own businesses sometimes, or employment, and they still have family relations. You realize too that the amount of monies that would be expended in terms of just being relevant, you understand. And at the end of the day, he talked about security, where it is that you could be in today and gone tomorrow, or it is that, even someone, maybe the political leader, might not favor someone. And then all of these things are of consideration as you look at putting yourself forward into the political arena. What you thought about it?
I would have spoken to an Antiguan politician one time, and I was told that I didn't know it was so much that was put in, that the monies that they basically would give away in hoping that their party wins so that they can make back these monies. They even went as far as borrowing monies from their families. So when people come, if they need this, they can supply it for them in the hopes of getting a vote. But I didn't realize that's what had happened, that I said you because I know you're in politics and you just might eventually be our next prime minister, but I didn't know it so much. Even in campaigning, to get your posters, to buy all these little paraphernalia that you have, some people invest their own money in hopes that they're going to be elected to get back that money that they would have invested.
And it is a real discussion, because you look at things, even simple, going on the road, even doing videos that might portray a situation. Those cost monies and those cost resources. And you find that that is why sometimes, and persons make the argument, we have politicians who are doctors and lawyers. And at times when you do the analysis, it's those persons who could really afford to put in the resources that are needed, because and when I say resources, not only money, but also in terms of time. When you look at lawyers, we look at the number of lawyers who even a part of the last, the candidates for the People's Action Movement, and doctors from Youth Labour Party seem to have a lot of doctors. These are persons who often work for themselves and would sacrifice their time, but at their own risk.
Yes.
And so you realize that, they would, campaign. And as you say, we're looking at the present Prime Minister now. He had his own practice. And so, of course, in time that he would have put in his constituency, would have been time from office as well.
I also saw an article that says it's easier for lawyers to get back into their position after their political reign is over than doctors and persons that had other careers. And I said I was going to ask you, why is that so? But then the article went on to say that if you were favorable in government as a lawyer, once your tenure is done with government, people tend to lean in your direction more because it's, okay, he worked there, he can work here too.
And also, well, with the doctors, I figure one of the problems is that you have a lot of catching up to do because, I mean, you're dealing with people's bodies, right?
Yes.
And then if you look at it with law, and you look at politics, you're really voicing the opinions of persons as a representative, and as a lawyer, you're voicing the opinions, on a legal basis of your clients. So law to me go hand in hand when it comes to advocacy, because you're advocating on persons' behalf as an attorney, and as a representative, you're advocating on the behalf of your constituents. So I could see a correlation between lawyers and representatives. Not saying that lawyers are best suited, but I'm seeing a correlation.
Japs is over there choking.
No. I couldn't help noticing what you said. But you realize that guy referenced basically bribery, and that's illegal. I mean, if you're gonna be borrowing money, okay, legitimate things that maybe billboard, like posters and so on. But actually giving away money, and that's illegal.
It's illegal?
Yeah, bribery.
I don't think he mentioned. What I got away from that is that you'll be borrowing. Let's say,
No, but she mentioned that.
Oh, you mean?
Giving people money.
If they come and say they have a problem, you give them this. And
but bribery would be that you give them money for something else. So you're telling me, I'm giving you this money, and on behalf of giving you money.
The person didn't say it was bribery. They were just saying helping.
I think because generally, when you're there and you're doing your walkthroughs, also there would be persons who come, and I have been in rooms where it is during the election or even before, persons are coming in and they're giving you their bills.
I'm gonna have to coop when you're doing a walkthrough in Old Road or something. Come on.
Well, the bill wasn't given to me, but at the end of the day, when I was assisting, those are kind of things that I saw.
Wow.
Yeah. So
in hopes that you get a vote, but they may not vote, and this is why I don't like the uncertainty of being a politician. Because you have to hope that, okay, my campaign would have been good. These people trust in me. They understand what I'm saying. That's why I am for the debate.
You know, that's very interesting what you just said. As I don't know if you remember, I told you one time, I read an essay one time, and I think it was around the 2015 election, which someone was pondering, a sociologist was pondering, was that a lot of women tended to shy away from politics, and it's because they said women are more risk averse than men. And
when they were up our money like that,
when they were the chances of winning, men are a lot more. I don't want to say reckless, but we were a lot more.
Let's say risk takers.
Yeah,
let's say men are more risk takers.
Yes, exactly.
They know they have a way to get it back.
I said that's the reason why
it is a risk because there's no guarantee that the money that you invest would be returned. And I'm not saying returned in an illegal manner in terms of
understood.
Whether or not the monies that you put in and you want to be successful, whether or not those monies would even bring you success.
The success that you're looking for, exactly.
In terms of being elected. Yes.
There's too much talk about money, though.
No,
Don't you
but
think?
Money really makes the world go round,
I know,
Jamster.
but with
But
politicians, you
money
have
is-
to kind of give them the side eye when it comes to money.
No, in the
right?
terms
You know,
of no, I
in
think
terms
you're
of-
thinking about it.
But
in a
money,
negative way.
money works.
If you're having,
you don't want politicians thinking about money. Shouldn't be the first thing on the list.
let's look
when
at
you go
let's
into
look
politics.
let's look at no
No, but you actually spend money to get into politics, though.
Look
Well,
at it this
yeah.
way. Let's look at it. If you're going to do billboards that you put up, it's going to
Yes.
take money to put those up.
Yeah.
If you're going to even do a launch, it's going to take money to put that up. If
Mhm.
you're doing a press conference, it's going to take money,
Money.
to do that.
Paraphernalia.
If you're going to do paraphernalia, it's going to take money to do that. Even going back and forth, that's
Yeah.
going to take money in terms of gas and
Transporting
resources.
folks,
absolutely.
Yeah. So we're not talking about money returning in illegal means, and
Yeah.
we're not saying that the money is your focus. It's just that at the end of the day, when you were elected, you were given a job, and with
Yes.
that job, you're given a salary as well. And so at least you have something that you could lean on going forward. We are talking about a situation where you put in, you're not elected, so you're not even given that job.
Boy. And
Yeah,
all those monies down the drain. No, us women, we're preparing for a rainy day. Do I want to spend all that money and then I don't got
You
that?
guys want to take a call? Let's see
Sure,
who's calling
yes.
us. Oh, okay. Okay, on to the next. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, morning,
Hey, what's up?
Johnson.
Hey.
Morning, morning.
Colleague.
I figured it was about time.
I think there's definitely too much money in politics, right? And the unfortunate thing is, it seems to be coming ingrained in as well. That's what it takes, That's politics, okay? And so it's like it's essentially it's normalized and legitimized to use money in order to get elected. And some of the ways that they use the money are downright illegal, and they know it. Okay? And there is also this perception that, well, what do you expect? If somebody gives me money to run a campaign, it's an investment for that person, and so they should be rewarded after if I win. Okay? And I think that undermines democracy. I look at, for instance, what happened in the Argentinian elections just gone. You have this guy who, he seems even more for the right than Trump. Okay? He wants actually to do away with the peso, which is the Argentinian currency, and go to the US dollar, use that instead. He's as extreme as that.
But Mac, actually, I saw the piece, but to call him Trumpian really, it to me is an oversimplification. If you really watch the piece, he might come across like Trump and maybe impressionistically,
Man,
but
this guy
he's
was going
not
around
really
with a chainsaw.
because he's
to make his point. These are really far right tactics, But the thing is, what happened there is that the people got so fed up of the establishment parties not delivering that they say, oh, well, what the heck, might as well. He can't be any worse. And as a result of that, this is what you have. What's going to happen, I don't know. But the point I'm making is that sometimes it's not about the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people decide enough is enough. They want a change,
Yeah.
regardless of the money. If it was just about money and that sort of thing, I think, for instance,
Yeah.
that 2015 election would not have turned, our election that is, would not have turned out as it did. And neither the 2022 election either.
Yeah, Mr. McMahon, I'm hearing your point, and I do understand what you're saying, but the point that we were making before wasn't just money being given out to persons to vote for them. We were talking about monies in terms of even run the system and in even putting yourself forward. So we didn't talk about money just given out to persons. Say, hey, vote for me, I have this cash. We're talking
But
about
the money to put yourself down as a candidate and so on, that's not exorbitant. What's exorbitant is the money you spend on the trappings of a campaign, and not necessarily giving out money either. As you pointed out, putting up billboards, printing manifestos, buying airtime, those kinds of things.
Airtime can be expensive.
Yes, they can be expensive. And no single person, unless he's rich or she's rich, is going to go through that expense, bearing in mind the fickleness of an electorate. Okay? And so that is where the donors and so on come in. And these people themselves are not going to give money just for the goodness of their heart or because they believe your cause is right. That's a rarity, And so I don't know how we could get the money out of politics or reduce it, but when people are expecting things, when they've been spoiled, it's very hard. It's just like an entitlement. Once it's given, it's very hard to take it away. And that is the problem we face. So Azard, you're going to have to continue to deal with people telling you to pay bills and giving you refrigerators. giving them refrigerators. I don't know how you change that, but it really needs to change.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your contribution. And just before we go on, I just want to acknowledge that it is Law Week here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and the legal fraternity, we're celebrating a week as it relates to what lawyers. So let me just indicate that on Sunday that passed, there was the religious service. Monday was the panel discussion here on WINNFM, where they talked about custody and access to children. Tuesday, school visits. So lawyers went yesterday to the different schools to visit them and tell them about, the legal fraternity. On Wednesday, which is today, there is a continuing legal education session at the Kuna Caribbean Conference Room, and we have the topic ethics in the legal profession. We are guided by a code of ethics. And there's also going to be the discussion as it relates to mistakes to avoid in real property transactions. Tomorrow, Thursday, is Donations Day, and so the legal fraternity, the Law Association, would be visiting and donating to the Flamboyant Nursing Home and Children Services, and also the New Horizon Juvenile Rehabilitation. On the Friday, there's a Moonlight Glow Fitness. And on Saturday, there's a Catamaran Sunset Cruise. And so those are the activities for Law Week.
But so no fashion show?
I don't see the fashion show there.
Oh, you guys model the latest lawsuits.
Oh my God. I was not expecting that one. Model the latest lawsuits. The lawyers are going to get you, Jamster. And there are plenty of them.
Jamster. Yes. Also, too, I see being circulated. Today is the Prime Minister's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
So, happy birthday to the
birthday,
Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Drew. Of course, we extend birthday wishes to you as you celebrate today.
No, that was my former math teacher and homeroom teacher.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, guys,
cool.
Before Jamster has to kick us out.
No, but quick before.
Okay.
I'm glad.
I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad. Ira mentioned it because I was thinking about the same money thing. I mean,
and the fridge and the bills.
Yeah, I mean, it's man, what's to be done, huh?
I know. And for that one person to stop it, there's going to be a no vote.
Yeah.
And that's not nice because you're basically blackmailing me and holding me at ransom, telling me I must spend my money on you in order for you to make an informed decision, although you know I might be the best candidate for the job.
Yes.
And see, that's why us women don't really be in stuff like that, because we are not going to be bullied. We do the bullying sort of kind.
I know someone who said, and a female as well, who said that she can't do it because she'll have to be very truthful and tell them, no, that's not what the money is going.
Exactly. No, this is not what we're here for.
Yes.
You're going to assist, but you're not going to bully us into assisting.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We're going to leave it. Great show today. Hump day.
Excellent.
So we got over the hump of the show. So we get ready for tomorrow.
Yes, awesome.
Okay,
Same
so-
time, same place.
Yeah, I didn't get
God's
any tea.
willing.
Maybe I'll come on and get some tea. I have some music to put in the
You
system.
better hope
so-
that tea's still happeningly hot, you know.
Yeah, you know, we've been having so much discussion. The tea is now getting cold.
So it'd be island cold tea?
Yeah, because India is kind of chilly too. Right?
Yes.
Island tea. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We look forward to seeing you in the morning. Same place as Azard said, and same time.
Ditto.
Mm-hmm.